Hey, Nathaniel.
Hello?
What's up, man? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
All right, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathaniel. What is your Twitter account again? What's your handle?
Faceless Gospel.
At Faceless Gospel. Where's that name come from?
Um, I, I have no clue. I just put something together,
Okay.
at school.
Very cool. Well, listen, I legitimately thought, I'm going to turn my camera on just so you can see what's happening on the show here, but you don't have to have a camera. You're fine. Um, I legitimately thought your account was fake. I thought like you were like a parody account.
Oh,
People kept retweeting you because obviously, your dad is very famous. He's got a certain way of talking and thinking, and you're saying a
mm,
lot of other kinds of stuff.
yeah.
What is your relationship with your dad? Like, is it all just a joke? How close are you guys?
We're pretty close. I message him, pretty often, and he, responds as soon as he can. Sometimes he's streaming, but he'll, still respond most of the time.
Now,
Um,
you say you message him often, but how often do you actually get to see him in like real life?
pro- I sometimes visit him like 2 times, once or twice a year for like 2 or 3 months, and then I come back to Nebraska.
Okay, so but you do. I mean, you're a pretty big troll of your dad. I mean, the Nathaniel logo, the name Autonomy, which is very funny.
Yeah,
The NGGers, your official
yeah,
space for NGGers, the Mr. Borelli Cash App. I mean, obviously, you get a little bit of a kick out of making fun of your
yeah.
dad. What like is that actually mean spirited or is it all in good fun?
Yeah, it's all fun. It's all jokes. I don't hate him.
That's good, man. That's good. I would hate it if you did hate, even though your dad, I mean, your dad sucks. He's like, but I'm glad that he's good for you as a dad. Does he send you a lot of money?
Sometimes I don't really ask for too much from him.
That's nice. That's good. Now what about this time when he said that he told you that he would have aborted you? He said he tells you he would abort you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think he said that to me, when I was younger. I didn't think much of it. I was young. I
Right.
barely knew what abortion was, but,
Right.
I thought it was funny he tell me that
Okay.
because,
You thought it
yeah,
was
it
fun.
was kind of,
Do you mind if I play the clip here so people know what I'm talking about?
yep.
All right, here, let me just play this.
Pro-choice parent, but I was super pro-life when my kid's mom was pregnant, so we had a conversation, and I can't have an abortion if I'm pro-life because then I feel like a hypocrite.
Do you feel
So
like
you were
if your
pro-
son would hear this, that would affect him?
No, I tell it to him. What do you mean? It's
You told your
yeah, of
12-year-old
course.
son.
Yeah, I'm super frank. But
if
he
I
knows
was
me and his mom are
pro-choice, I
split
would've
up. It's
killed
not like we
you?
chose that arrangement, like we want to be split or whatever. But like I still love
How
my
do you
kid.
think that affects your child?
It doesn't. He knows I love him. We hang out. We have fun. Like I talk to him. I love him. But like I'm not gonna
I
sit here
love
and
you
lie
now,
to him
but I could have killed you, or if I would.
before he existed.
But he was in existence because he was alive.
Would you be mad if your dad aborted you?
That's an interesting question. I don't think I'd have many emotions if he did kill me because I think I'd be too dead to, but
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
I
That's a
guess
good
I
point.
would say.
These fucking women don't seem to understand. I kind of agree with your dad a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't tell my kid, I've got sons. And the whole reason I wanted to talk to you for this Father's Day episode is, I've been doing internet stuff for a long time. And as one of these weird internet people where you got a history online, my sons are way younger than you, by the way. They're little kids, but I do worry that one day they're going to see all this stupid crap I've done on the internet and go, "Hey, Dad, WTF? What's going on here? What were you thinking?" So I did want to pick your brain about that. Like, how do you feel about all this? So you must see all these things about your dad. You must hear stuff.
Um, I I don't really let it get in the way of me and his relationship. I'll kind of joke about it. Like I've made jokes about the videos that went on Twitter and then other sites, you know what I'm talking about. I made jokes about that, but
Yeah.
it never really affected me and my dad's relationship. I don't really think about it as much. It does suck whenever someone brings it up because they're like, "Oh, hey, your dad did this,"
Right.
and yeah, it kind of sucks. But it's
Do you laugh it off though, or is it like, are you actually bummed, or is it just like, oh man, they've got an easy way to get me?
um
Because that's what I worry about with my kids is like, oh,
yeah
it's going to be like the trump card on the
yeah
playground. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, all right, let me ask you this. Do kids at your, I mean, I assume you go to school, right? You go to school. Do kids at your school know who your dad is?
Yeah, most of them.
And they know that he's your dad?
Yeah.
Ha- like, has a kid ever come up to you, wherever, and I was gonna say on the playground, but you're older than that. You don't go to playground, right?
Yeah.
Have they ever come up to you and been like, "Hey, your dad is gay, and here's proof," and then hold up their phone and start showing
Um
it to you?
yeah, this actually happened.
Really?
Um
Wait, really?
yeah, this happened twice at school. One time I
Jesus.
was walking home. These like older kids, probably like at near the end of high school, they walked up to me, started like questioning me, and then
Oh.
showing me like pictures of yeah. Uh,
Oh God. See, listen. I don't. I mean, just to be clear, I don't have anything like that for my kids when they grow up. But I
yeah,
do feel like any stupid little silly bit I've ever done online, I feel like will one day come back and haunt them. It's got to be so tough for you. I feel, my heart goes out to you. I feel bad that happens. I mean, has it when you were younger? Did it affect you more? Like, did it ever make you cry or anything?
no. When I was younger, my dad, he kind of kept me away from like the controversial stuff he was doing. I'm
Yeah.
like around the time he made the joke about Muslim people, he did try keeping me away from that because that was pretty dangerous, I'd say.
Yeah.
If I were involved in that at all.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 14.
14. Okay, yeah. I just wanted people to know out there. So yeah, my kids are all like under 5. And so I'm wondering, like, at what age did you sort of become aware of all of this? Like, at what point did it click? Oh, my dad's different than other dads, and also there's all these strange things. Because I know he's like streamed with you in the past and stuff. I know you were sort of on some of the streams and have been a part of it, but I would assume that at a certain age it must have like clicked in your head, like, oh, this is different than a lot. This isn't just me playing video games with my dad, right?
Yeah, around age 5, I'd say. Because I was on
Oh
the
wow.
internet very early.
Okay.
Age 4, my dad, got me a computer so I can like do stuff online. Actually, he is the reason why I know how to like why I know how to do a lot of things online, how I know how to research on my own and stuff like that, because he taught me how to like research stuff, how to be interested in things. And he kind of taught me how to play a lot of video games and stuff like that. So yeah, it was around age 5 when I started looking into other stuff, specifically about my dad, to see, hey, I wonder what other people think about my dad.
Are you an iPad baby?
Um, yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Do you think is it like, do you feel like if you had not, because you said you're like very online at a young age, do you feel
Yeah.
like if that was not the case, you would be better off?
I'd say no.
Okay.
I kind of like that I was online early.
Okay. All right. Do you think that's going to like mess you up? You're going to be like a crazy person by the time you're your dad's age, and you're going to be like warped and a sick freak?
Um, I've thought about that, and I really don't know. It just depends where my life heads.
That's true. Could go either way. Yeah, I was, I'm an old man, but I was online pretty young as well. But the internet was very different back then. In fact, it was worse, actually, in a lot of ways. But I'm always curious about this because there are those types of parents where they're like, oh, we don't let our kid touch, a computer. They're not going to have a cell phone until they're an adult and that kind of stuff. And I always wonder how much does it really affect you. You seem like fine. You seem pretty well adjusted considering,
Yeah.
your dad had blue hair. Is that the most embarrassing thing your dad's ever done?
Um, I'm definitely not the most embarrassing,
Okay.
especially right now, but I did make fun of him for
Yeah.
I said he looked like
Damn.
Ninja, and I did
Damn.
make fun for that.
I bet you he was copying Ninja too. Isn't that crazy? Your dad looked at Ninja and was like, "Why can't that
Yeah,
be me?" That's so messed
yeah,
up.
yeah.
that's creepy. What is the most embarrassing thing your dad's ever done? Would you say,
Um,
like in
hmm,
your eyes, in your estimation, being his son?
I'd say definitely what's been happening recently. I'd say that's the most embarrassing thing he's done because like some of my friends actually know about like the leaks and stuff.
Hmm.
It does kind of suck that. Oh, I need no pun intended, but it does suck. Um,
Oh, jeez. That took me a second. What's more cringe? Your dad is a rapist or gay? I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
You,
that caught me off guard.
you don't have to answer that. I'm just joking. Does it ever like we were talking about how the other kids have come up to you and sort of used it against you? Does it
Yeah.
ever does it like suck not being able to tell other kids like my dad can beat up your dad because they know that he can't? They've seen him.
Uh, Honestly, I've never really said that to someone, and if I ever
Yeah.
did say that to someone, I'd just be lying.
Yeah, that's true. How insane do you think it is that your dad named himself Destiny?
Oh, I find it funny.
Yeah. Autonomy is like such a funny play on that, by the way. That's what, because I thought like there's no way. I thought it was a parody account. Your Twitter was a parody account because I was like, there's no way some kid came up with calling himself Autonomy because his dad is Destiny. That seemed too
Yeah,
high level. Maybe maybe the internet did make you too smart, and now you're going to be a hyperactive, gibbering little, Wikipedia reading freak who's telling everyone they're wrong for the rest of your
yeah.
life.
I actually, I don't use Wikipedia as much as my dad does, and I forgot what stream it was, but my dad was live and he was talking about something. It was pretty recent. He was on Wikipedia looking through something, and I was just like, "Here, let's see if this is right info." So I looked on another website, and I looked through another website, and I looked through another, and yeah, turns out what my dad was thinking was right was totally incorrect, and the funniest part was he was in the middle of the debate
Mm,
with someone from Twitter saying that, "Hey, you're wrong, I'm right."
mm.
My dad was just completely wrong in
Yeah.
that.
Has your dad ever tried reading Wikipedia to figure out how to raise you?
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah, you ever see him cheat? You ever see him like, I don't know, maybe he comes to see you for your birthday or it's a holiday or whatever, and you see him forget how to talk to you and he checks Wikipedia real quick and he's like typing. You all of a sudden hear,
Yeah. Um, that hasn't happened, but he does kind of try to talk like me rather than talk to me.
whoa. He's doing the hello fellow kids thing.
Yeah, kinda.
Damn.
That's kind of how it was recently on the Washington trip. He went to Washington with some like a bunch of kids from my school because he was one of the adults there
Right.
that can come along, and it was like it was kind of awkward, kind of not. It just didn't seem like he really knew how to talk to me and my friends.
All the other kids must have been, a titter, or they're like, oh my gosh, look, it's the guy from the internet.
Yeah, actually, some of them were did say that.
Yeah. Yeah, now you do a little streaming and stuff, right? You were on, what was it? You were on Twitch and you got banned.
Yeah.
I've got the clip here of what happened. I hope I don't get banned for showing this, but This is the clip of what happened, which was pretty funny. What led up to this? Actually, I don't know what the setup for this is.
My friend, he sent me $100 if I did this.
Nice, yeah,
And
awesome.
I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
So your
So I was
your
like, oh
dad
yeah,
is like what, right around the door there? He's like right
oh
in the
yeah,
next room.
yeah. His streaming room was right behind that wall because
Okay.
he streams like in the living room.
See, that's pretty cool. See, that's the kind of thing I have to think about with kids is like, do I let my kids do that? Are we going to have dual streaming setups? Or do I think like, no, I better not let them. There'll be competition and they might one day beat me. Let's see what you do here. So your friend pays you $100. And again, this got him banned from Twitch. He pulls out a gun. This is a real gun, by the way.
Destiny is so cooked.
Destiny is so cucked, he says about his own dad. And he takes a real live round of ammunition, goes into the next room, and... Oh, Jesus, fuck. That's awesome. That rules. Was it worth it? Was it worth it getting banned?
I'd say so, and I got unbanned.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Maybe a day or so after.
That's good. I thought the kids weren't allowed to use Twitch. Isn't that just against their rules?
No, it's 14
okay.
and over, I believe.
Okay. How long ago was that?
I don't remember.
Okay. But you probably
I think that was one of the first times I went to Miami to see my dad specifically. I went to Miami before to visit my grandparents, but I think that was the first time I went there to stay with him for like 2 or 3 months.
By the way, are you taller than your dad?
I'm getting there. I'm
Wow.
5'5". He is like 5'7", and I'm supposed to be like 5'9" or
Dude.
to like 5'11".
All right, we're praying you get taller than Des Tiny. Like, guys, everybody, send your prayer, whatever you believe in out there, dear God. Let's make sure this kid mogs his dad in height at the very least. Do you dream of being like a streamer too? Like, is that what you want to do as well? Do you want to follow in dad's footsteps or what?
Yeah. I've always wanted to kind of create the easiest life for me, so I think streaming would definitely be
Nice.
easiest for me.
Yeah.
Especially with who my dad is. And I'd probably be able to kind of build off that and make my own personality online. And that would probably be easier for me.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, you've definitely got a leg up. You're sort of a nepo baby when it comes to streaming.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Are you alt-right?
In some ways, yeah.
In some ways? What do you mean by that?
I agree with some things the alt-right believe in.
Oh, no,
like,
no. I said, are you all right?
Oh, okay.
Like,
Sorry, I missed it.
like, are you okay? You know,
Oh,
knowing.
yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, I'm like
okay.
reading a bunch of stuff and like
No,
putting
you're good, man. You're good. No, so you're all right. So you believe what? You're yay stuff? I was doing when I did this, I was doing the height of your dad, by the way, nothing else. I'm just showing how tall your dad is. I didn't mean anything else by that. But are you sort of because I saw you tweeting some stuff. It's
a lot of them are like kind of joke tweets. I mean, there's truth in every joke anyone makes. That's just factual. If you make a joke, you believe part of that. That's usually always the case, or else you wouldn't be joking about that. And especially if it's a funny joke, that's what I believe. If you can make a dark humor joke and it's actually funny, then that means you probably believe part of that.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you know, part of what's tough, I guess, for you, as it would be for any kid, is, you know, your parents aren't together. Obviously, your mom, you know, I'd imagine your mom's not, you know, too happy about your dad and his proclivities and what he gets up to. Is it like, does your mom ever tell you like, no, you're not allowed to do any of this streaming, none of that?
Not really, no. She's not. She doesn't really look at my online presence all too much.
Okay.
That's probably better.
Okay. What was it like to have a stepmom on OnlyFans?
I, I mean, I don't go on there.
Yeah, me neither.
So I didn't really care.
Did you like your stepmom, or are you kind of?
Yeah, she was nice.
You know. Must be.
Yeah, she was nice. Always nice to me.
Yeah, that's good. Has your dad ever played catch with you? You know, like baseball, throw it back and forth.
I think faintly I remember this. Probably in when I was 3, 4 maybe.
Oh my God, you couldn't even catch a ball. 3 or 4. I mean, that was he just hucking it at your face and you're just taking it
Yeah.
on the forehead. Much like. Never mind. Did you do anything for your dad for Father's Day? Did you call him, see him?
I messaged him Happy Father's Day. There's not much I can really do.
And then when he's done
especially-
playing Factorio, he gets back to you and is like, "Thanks."
Well, he actually did respond pretty quickly.
good.
Which I liked.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm glad. Honestly, I'm joking around here, but I am glad to hear
Yeah.
that it's mostly, good, and you feel you don't hate your dad. I don't want anybody to hate their dad. That sucks. And also, it's nice for me because then I hope that my children don't end up hating me for saying and doing the things I do on the internet. Are you a groiper, by the way? People are saying you're a groiper.
Not really. I mean, of course, if you asked me last year what I think of Nick Fuentes, I'd say he's an absolute retard. But today, if you asked me what I think of Nick Fuentes,
You think of
I'd
him as
say
a
he's
second
pretty
father?
smart. Huh?
You think of him as a second father?
I think the only person I'd think of as a second father would be Mr. Merton. You probably don't. You might know who that is.
No, I don't actually.
He used to be friends with my dad a long, long time ago, and he came over a while to stream with my dad and stuff, and I didn't see him whenever he came.
Yeah.
But yeah, he would probably be the only person I'd consider a second father.
But it was
Nick,
this close. Nick Fuentes was almost also your dad. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah.
But you know what Nick always says? The destiny's body, his choice. So let me ask you this, and this is this is important. Is are you at all embarrassed that your dad lost a debate about how Israel is good to a Jewish guy?
I'm not really embarrassed, and I'm not surprised either.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's awesome. And real quick before I let you go, Iran, Israel, who do you choose? Which side are you picking?
Iran.
Iran.
Iran. I hope.
Iran.
I think they're probably gonna win, and I also hope.
All right. You're praying for the Iranians out there. You're praying for the Palestinians out there as well. Shout out to Norman Finkelstein. Would you want him to maybe be a new dad to you? That'd be kind of cool.
Oh no, Norman. He's a retard. I don't know.
Okay. Well, he doesn't know your last name, so that probably isn't great. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, man, this has been great. Do you want to shout out any sort of your links or where people can follow you or anything like that before I let you go?
No, I think I'm all good.
All right, man. And real quick, what do you think? What are the odds? Like, will my kids hate me because I look like this and do this?
No, just tell them as much as you can about you, before they find out through someone else.
Oh, okay. Get ahead of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell them before anyone else can find. All right, yeah, that's good. That's pretty good advice. Hey, man, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Nathaniel Bonatello. Nathaniel Donatelli, everybody. We'll be right back after this.